What is going on, everybody? My name is Conor Lawler. Welcome back to another week of the Heroes for Hire podcast. We are back again talking all the week's movie news, entertainment news, and also a little bit of weird news about halfway through the show. I'm joined as always by my best pal, Mr. Shaun Meighan. Shaun, how's it going?
Good, Conor. Warm today, isn't it? Oh,
it's warm, but I'm a bit ill. I'm under the weather. You can hear by my nose. And you have hay fever. So from different directions, we are coming at it from just... This might be the worst audio episode we've ever done.
This is now the Sinus Issues podcast, folks, where we talk about being debilitated by sinus issues.
Every 5 to 10 minutes. How's your nose?
Oh, it's not great. Yours?
Blocked. Still blocked.
Still blocked. Grand.
I kind of sound a little like Phoebe in that episode of Friends, and I'm going to go with that. But I have that weird thing where like it's one nostril and then it swaps.
Oh, yeah, I've been there.
And you start thinking about all the times that you had 2 working nostrils, and you start like reminiscing. Like I didn't take it I took it for granted.
You know, you don't appreciate it in the moment when you have it. Shout out to our patron Frost, who has changed their name to Pollen Can Go Fuck Itself, because... Still fully agree with that sentiment.
So this is your first episode. What we do here is for the first 45 minutes of the show, we try to start talking about a bit of movie news, giving you some insights, some updates about what's going on. And then after 45 minutes, we had a little show called 45? Weird News Wednesday that has now been added into this show. And so now we've got 45 minutes or 40 minutes about that of weird news that we cover. So that's all the strangest news stories from around the world. And we talk about the news that the real news is too afraid to talk about. It's been a while since I said that, but that is how...
You can start bringing that back in if you want, in like the transition
I can't, but I always forget.
I've gotten a couple of messages from people saying they love the new format. So I think it's working. I think it's stuck fairly well.
Was that your mab?
No, she doesn't message me. She's had me blocked for years.
Listen.
This is the one episode she listens to.
Yeah, she's like, why'd you say all those mean things? But yeah, if this is your first episode, you don't have to do anything. If it's your second or above, we would really appreciate a like, a follow, a share. 5 stars on Spotify would be absolutely legendary.
Be huge.
Or on iTunes, that would be fucking great. But most important, just try to have a bit of crack. That's kind of all it is.
Just be nice to each other, okay?
Well, some people. What? No.
No, who? What people?
The people who are mean to you.
Don't be nice to them. Kill them with kindness is fake. Kill them for real.
They can't be mean again if they're dead.
It's the Red Hood approach.
Just like minor things in the office.
Like someone took your mug on accident. So, well,
Death's the only option.
Car bomb, yeah.
And tell them we sent you.
We are not endorsing murder, I feel.
So we're going to start off the movie news section of the show, because it is still technically Movie Mondays. And there's only one place to start, and that's a rumour that I read about Star Wars, Shaun. Apparently, this rumour's been doing the rounds this week, and that is the title of the Rey movie. So,
I haven't seen this, so you'll get a first impression from me.
It's a rumour, so I mean, it's also Star Wars, and they have rumours all the time.
This is true.
But as of this specific rumour is what it is that Rey, obviously from the episode 7, 8 and 9, that character being brought back, Daisy Ridley coming back, and she will be starring
getting
in her
a boatload of money, I can only imagine.
I think of a number of money and then double that amount of money, because the amount of hate that woman got to come back,
undeserved hate.
But those movies bad, but that's not her fault. But
not her fault at all. First one pretty good. Second one I've come around on. Third one, dog shit. The second one's
pretty good as well. Third one is...
actively makes the other 2 worse. Anyway.
The third one is the Game of Thrones Season 8 of movies.
Yes, indeed it is.
Also, and the first 2 weren't Season 1 to 4. That's not what I'm saying.
No.
I'm just saying, imagine if the first 2 movies were like Season 6 and 7... and then you did a Season 8.
Even 7 got a lot of fucking leeway, I think, towards the end. But anyway...
But yeah, so this is Daisy Ridley's movie coming back, the Star Wars movie. The rumours are that this movie is going to be called Star Wars Episode X, A New Beginning.
Right. Seems too easy, right? Because you're making your title do your marketing for you at that point.
Now, the other working title they were working on was, and I think the Film and Television Industry Alliance's production list, I think I found this on. The title there was The New Jedi Order.
That's a better title.
So, look, Star Wars always changes their titles. They're like film under one
it was
title.
Revenge of the Jedi was episode 6 for the longest time. I
mean, just put a load of words together. New, revenge, reckoning, Jedi, order, of the...
A lot of those.
They're all grand. But the new one now is going to be being thrown out is Star Wars Episode X, A New Beginning. Now, what the title itself I don't think is A New Beginning. I mean, it's fine.
Yeah.
My question probably relies to you, Shaun, is that Star Wars Episode 10, interesting way to go about it if they do that, and I'm pretty positive they won't.
As in using Episode 10 like everything else still happened? Or
no, I think using Episode 10 at all. I think, to me, you just do an individual movie and call it something.
Yeah, because I suppose the idea behind... the original trilogy, which then became 4, 5 and 6, and then 1, 2 and 3 came out, and then 7, 8 and 9 came out. All of that is collectively branded and marketed, and they release it as the Skywalker saga. So really, you should just put a fucking nail in the coffin. But Disney have kind of walked themselves into this corner where they've done a bunch of just random spin-off Star Wars stories. So you now need the numbers so that people know what the, quote-unquote, mainline Star Wars movies are. Yeah,
with Rogue One and stuff.
Yeah, which I like Rogue One. I think that's a good flick.
Rogue One is a great movie, just... it ends with everyone getting just butchered.
You know where it's ending up. It's got a really weird CGI Carrie Fisher at the end.
That's a bit iffy, but it does have that Darth Vader scene.
Oh, it's a fucking good scene.
It's a good scene.
Also,
it's a very good scene.
Diego Luna. I never thought you could make me like Cassian Andor, but by God, I'm getting through that series. I never thought
you'd make me like you, but you did. Because I came in hard on Diego Luna.
You fully shut the man down.
I was like, he's super bored. I'm not a fan of that character. I thought he wasn't the best in Rogue One. I was like, he's probably the worst one of them. I thought he was the most cardboardy character
because he's the Han Solo archetype in that.
Yeah.
And Han Solo ultimately is not a very fleshed out character. And so seeing where he's gone from there has actually been pretty amazing. I'm like, oh, this is actually the best thing they've ever done. Yeah, no, this is fantastic.
Yeah. So Rey's movie in general, I mean, if you want to talk about that, we can talk about the concept behind it. Why is Daisy Ridley coming back is my question. Why did they do this to her?
See, because she's set up. I think it's better to leave that character where we leave her in The Last Jedi. Not that I don't want to see more Daisy Ridley as a Jedi. I think she's great.
No, I actually, that was my point was, I like Daisy Ridley, and I think you could do cool things with that character, but I have no idea why Daisy Ridley, the woman, would even get a call and be like, would you like to be in another Star Wars? And somewhere in her brain say yes, because I would be like, no, I'm good.
Yeah. If anything, and I'm reluctant to say this, but that's the one that should be a series of her building a new Jedi Order. And she's going around meeting all these crazy characters. It's your fucking cameo fest that they really, really want.
But they're all shit.
I know.
I hate cameo fest.
But people who really like Star Wars will watch that, and then it's already made for when you get the movie started. And then you can do... What, just raise a new Jedi and then more Sith come up?
Well, I mean, if they do 10, I mean, it sounds weird.
They're going to do up to 12.
They're going to do up to 12. So, is she signed up for 3? If they do 3, I mean, she's a lunatic if she does fucking come back for 3.
I fully hope, and her agent should have fought for this, that she gets an out. That if the...
She gets one message.
It's per movie, okay? And it's a rolling deal, but it's per movie. And if that movie underperforms or is negatively received, and she receives a certain amount of hate comments overall, then she gets to walk if she wants.
Just for your own mental health days, you just walk away.
It's called the "it's not worth it" clause.
And I think every Star Wars production now has to have one of them.
Needs to, because otherwise you're just going to torture a bunch of actors
just like
forever.
What are you doing? Just like it would be her. Obviously the focus, as far as we know, will be on Rey Skywalker.
Fuck me.
Just be open. It would have been fine.
Just be Rey.
Would have actually been even better. You could have had a rebuild where there was nobody. Then now you have a Skywalker saga and a new saga of nobody. That would have been fine. The efforts to rebuild the Jedi Order with her as the new leader, and so it's going to be written by Stephen Knight, and the Miss Marvel director is going to be coming in.
Cool. But also this would be... so also we've also said Miss Marvel is one of the best openings to an MCU series.
First 2 episodes are just
fantastic.
The best directed things they've done in quite a few years.
Big dip in the middle, and then the last episode's fine.
I think different directors.
Really? I believe that.
I think directors change throughout the series. As far as now, I could be completely wrong there, but as far as I know, 1 and 2 are done, but I can't remember the name. And then it changes, and then I think that it started like passing it around.
Right.
Now,
okay. So it's
I don't have that locked in, so you can't really take my name. Can't take that for granted because I'm not going to back it. But I think first 2 are done by the same people.
Right. Okay. So we got Adil and Bilal, Mira Menon, and Sharmeen Obaid Chinoy. Doing the across the Miss Marvel series,
because I think it went 2-2-2.
Right, okay, that makes sense. My issue with, and again, this isn't an issue with the upcoming movie, it's just with The Rise of Skywalker, is that this would have been way fucking better if Rise of Skywalker hadn't made her a Skywalker, because the end of Last Jedi is, anyone can be force sensitive and it doesn't matter and you don't need to be born special. Everyone is connected to it, and some people can tap into it. That should be the new Jedi Order. It also
made her a much easier and much more interesting teacher. That it's a nobody teaching nobodies, and you could even, look, I'm thinking out loud here, right? But you could even have a bit where royal families are sending their people to be trained as Jedis, and they're looking at her you're fucking nobody. My dad is king of fucking this planet. Who the fuck are you? And she's well, I'm a Jedi. And he's well, yeah, but my second name actually carries things, so I'm more important.
Yeah, but it's what's I don't. I find the Jedi working outside of the Jedi Order more interesting. So I don't know how interested I'm going to be in a new Jedi Order. Because the thing with this, and this is the poison chalice that this series has been handed, they now need to change what being a Jedi means. And there's a large vocal proponent of Star Wars fans who don't want anything to change ever. But the new series is centred around that.
It's an interesting concept because they want new things, but they don't want anything to change.
Yeah. They just want it to stay the same forever, but have new stories forever, and no one grows or changes ever.
I think what they want is they pick characters to just keep doing the same things. It's a comedy show in front of an audience kind of vibes. You just come in and do your catchphrase.
They want a sitcom. They want Star Wars to be a sitcom, essentially. Look, I would love to have gotten a Luke Skywalker that's this wise old master, still real chill, cool, really good Jedi, never fucked up in his life. I think that'd be cool and fun to see. What we got is interesting, and also, it's what we got. So that's it. That's what
I would never describe Luke Skywalker as chill, though. In every one of those movies, he's high strung.
Nah, and that last one, he's pretty chill. He comes to peace with things. Because
now he's the best. He's just I'm good.
He just mastered being a Jedi.
Yeah, just
off screen.
You know how it is. You know how. Imagine that now.
Like a Mary Sue.
Imagine that now. He just off screen. He just became good.
It just happened. Don't worry about it.
Just shut up, right? It fucking happened, right?
Just the most capable guy in the world.
We're just
because he fails hardcore at the end of episode 5.
Good. That makes him interesting. Look, I think we're very scared to talk about any of this stuff.
I'm not.
Because
fuck Star Wars.
I don't want to come in too strong because I know people love it, and I'm yeah, that's cool. But like, I just hope Daisy Ridley, the woman and the human, is okay.
Yeah. And also, A New Beginning is a terrible title. Change it.
To A New Hope again.
That's what they're going for. They're going for the New Hope.
Bigger hope.
The newest, the final hope.
The biggest hope. The most hopeful.
I don't know, man. I was going to be like, oh, like the cursed child, but that's like Harry Potter.
The Hopening.
The Hopening.
The Hopening. And then you could have like Hopening Night and all. Like you could really just put it into the fucking marketing.
Just call it like We Kill Obi-Wan again. And then it'll sell.
Bring back Ewan McGregor. Kill him again.
Kill him again. Not even the ghost. Resurrect him for real.
We're going to move on from one space drama to another thing set in space that was good in the 1980s. The 80s Star Wars satirical spoof Spaceballs will be getting a sequel. Spaceballs 2 in the works with Josh Gad to star in it.
I've never been so not sold by any pitch ever. That's real bad. That's real dumb. Don't make that. I don't think there's a way to make Spaceballs good. I don't even think Spaceballs is that good. I just think it came out at the perfect time.
I think yeah. Maybe I feel like we're very negative, but I agree. Like, I think Spaceballs is a movie like Mel Brooks and everything, like classic comedy.
You can't make that kind of comedy anymore.
I think that dies on its arse now. Like that's dead on arrival.
One of my favourite comedies of all time is Airplane.
Yes.
But if you made Airplane today, it would be shit.
Yes. Well, like, because the point of the movies is that like every character has to play it as serious as possible.
Yeah. Everyone needs to buy into the bit.
Yeah.
But they don't make them like that anymore. They like it's quippy.
It's look to cameras.
Yes.
There you go. Maybe we all pause for the laugh. Okay.
Maybe it's because I haven't seen it, and maybe I don't have enough faith in writers and directors anymore. But I don't think you can make that style of, and I will call it like clever comedy anymore. Because there's jokes that you only get on like a second or third watching sometimes, and that's fine. You don't need to be obsessed with like, no, the audience needs to get it on the first take.
The thing about Spaceballs is, right, when it first came out, as far as I know, it came out to kind of like mixed to negative reviews at the time.
Yeah, and it got a little cult following going.
Yeah, it got like a following as the years went on. And it's always really interesting when they're like, yeah, if we do it again, it definitely won't get a negative one this time.
Yeah, but, like so many of them, because they're niche fucking movies, to be fair.
Cult classics are just that. They have a cult following, but they only get that because the mass audience probably weren't really sold on it. They thought it was fine. Like, it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
I've watched Spaceballs many a time. I had it on VHS back in the day, if I remember.
Holy shit.
I watched it quite a lot, but like, the thing is, even I'm like, Josh Gad, Spaceballs, oh man, you're gonna die. Like, it's just, why are you doing this? Mel Brooks is also attached to producer, but how old is Mel Brooks?
Mel Brooks was old in Spaceballs, I felt.
As far as I know, Mel Brooks was 107 in 1987. So
yeah.
I'm not quite sure how old he is now.
Mel Brooks is 97 years old.
Poor Mel.
And then it also says Dick Van Dyke is 98 years old for some reason. Mel was born in 1926, June 28th, as it goes.
So, I mean, look, if we're honest with ourselves, his name's there, but I don't think Mel has even heard of it.
I don't think he signed that himself.
He has no clue who Josh Gad is.
No.
They just were like, Mel, can we put your name on this and we'll give you a cut? And he's like, yeah, cool, don't worry about it.
Also, Spaceballs was made in 1987 for $22.7 million. Adjusted for inflation, that's $62 million today. This is going to cost $150 million minimum.
And it will not make
They
that
don't
money.
make movies for that amount of money anymore.
I just seen Spaceballs 2 starring Josh Gad gets the green light. Mel Brooks is on to produce, and I was like, That's like when they put James Cameron's name on like Terminator 5, and it's like,
Yeah.
James Cameron's never seen that movie.
No, it's really soulless, and it's just there because, it'd be weird if you weren't involved.
Yeah. I think this seems like... Let's look, if they want to try it, that's fine. I don't know who this is for now, because Star Wars fans also don't like Star Wars anymore. So
Yeah.
this is a weird one.
And like the YouTuber response to this would be, but Star Wars is a parody of Star Wars now. And it's not. But I don't think Star Wars is... The new stuff isn't significant enough to parody. Does that make
Yeah, in
sense?
1987, Star Wars is the biggest thing that's ever happened.
Yeah.
And it's like just finished.
Yeah, like this would be like releasing... Do you remember Superhero movie with Drake Bell?
Yes, but after Avengers Endgame.
Yeah, but that's what this is. That level of parody doesn't exist anymore because it doesn't have the same... Because it was niche but popular. Now it's just a popular thing. Does that make... Like... That's what I'm trying to get at.
No, I agree. I feel like we're being negative, but I thought, Sean, this might be able to cheer you up. My next piece of news.
Next piece of news? Cheer me up? Doesn't sound like you.
Uncharted 2 movie confirmed at Sony.
Okay. Conor, you're lucky I got 10 laugh reacts in a group chat earlier. Otherwise, I would be out of here.
What'd you get the 10 laughs for?
I've photoshopped my friend into a picture of School of Rockets.
A Photoshop always does well.
It's great.
But the issue with that is the time difference between the last message and the Photoshop. Because if it's over like 10 to 15 minutes, then it's kind of seen as you're trying too hard.
Yeah. No, so it was really quick. I did it like it was poorly done, but it got the message
That makes
across.
it funnier.
Makes it funnier. It's like I rushed it. I thought of it. It's like
respect.
Scribbles on a napkin kind of a thing.
Not worse though when you spend 20 minutes on a Photoshop. One like.
Oh, I've been there.
One laughy face. You're like, game over.
I've started doing the handshake react of just like, fair play. You deserve that.
I gave you two Jesus hands.
Yeah, you did the praise hands.
I did the praise ones. I did it once, and then the second one I didn't mean to do it, and then I did it again, and it looked like I was really praising you in the middle of the chat.
And I think I was like, can we record tomorrow instead, was the message.
And I was like, praise Lord.
Fuck yeah, we can.
Uncharted 2, Sean. Now Uncharted 1 came and it went. Tom Holland, Mark Wahlberg, strong cast.
Yeah.
The movie based off a video game that was very popular. The movie itself came out in 2022, was pretty okay. It made a bit of money. Sony liked it because it made over $400 million for them. It
made its money back and a little bit of profit.
Made its money back, and they had two big stars that they'd locked in. It has now been confirmed that Tom Holland will be returning with Mark Wahlberg for Uncharted 2. Sony have given it the green light. Do you think this is a good idea, or is this fine?
It's fine. I think it's... I don't think it merits a sequel. I don't think it's I don't think it's worth spending the money on, but they're going to make it anyway.
Yeah. I went to see the first one in the cinema.
Yeah, that's insane to me.
Well, sometimes I like to see the movie. You know,
I was on a 14-hour flight. This was on it, and I didn't watch it.
I'm going to see Bad Boys tonight.
What is wrong with you?
Because sometimes I'm just like, let's just go watch a movie. And look, I went to see The Fall Guy a few weeks ago, and I was all in. I love a movie that's just a movie.
That's
right?
fair.
And I was given the option today of watching Bad Boys or The Fall Guy, and I was like, Fall Guy's amazing, I would watch it again. But I haven't seen Bad Boys, so Bad Boys got locked in to go see that.
Because famously, Bad Boys was the last film you saw in cinemas before COVID happened.
In January of 2020. That was and it was the highest rate. Wasn't it the highest grossing movie of that year?
I think so, yeah. On a technicality.
On a technicality that there's no other movies. But Uncharted 2, this is one of those things, right, where I can see why Tom Holland wants to do it, and I can see why Mark Wahlberg wants to do it, and I can see why Sony want them to do it. But I think the first one wasn't good enough to deserve the second one.
No. What fucking contract is Tom Holland in with Sony? Because
they must be paying him the Timothée Chalamet, but Sony version.
Do you think? Because remember there was that thing of like he called the Sony president or the Disney. He called Bob Iger.
Yeah,
and he was just like, "Oh, please have Spider-Man." But then was there like a caveat that like, no, you have to do Sony projects forever?
He's locked in. I think Sony got him with Spider-Man and they just gave him like a 50-year contract. But I also think he likes Uncharted, the video game. And to be honest with you, for him, that's a major role. Like, you're playing like Nathan Drake. You're the main character of one of the most famous video games of all time. Gets brought into a movie. You got Mark Wahlberg in the movie, which makes sense why you would want to do this. But it's just the first one wasn't like groundbreaking. It was fine. It was grand.
I would love to see Tom Holland like, and okay, this sounds incredibly wanky, and also I don't think this highly of myself, but I would like to watch Tom, and also I know nothing, I would like to watch Tom Holland and be blown away, like, you know, just like when I saw like, say like Robert Downey Jr. in Oppenheimer, I was like, fuck, that's a really good, he's fucking done well there. Like, or when I saw Joaquin Phoenix in Joker, Connor.
Oh yeah, of course.
Or Brendan Fraser in The Whale.
Or Brendan Fraser in George of the Jungle.
Or Brendan Fraser in The Mummy.
Oh, The Mummy, yeah, of course. We're a Fraser family here. Go on.
We're a Fraser fam. I don't know, I would just like him to do... And look, I know he did fucking...
I've thought of it.
You go ahead.
He needs... Now, look, his agents are notoriously terrible.
Awful.
Whoever his agent is, truly terrible, signs him up to the worst thing.
Awful
right?
agent cashing a real big check, though.
Just all the time, right? But he needs an after-son. So Paul Mescal and after-son.
Yeah,
Tom Holland needs one of those movies.
Yes. Yeah. He needs an after-son. He needs a Challengers. He needs...
He just needs a movie, but like not the weird ones that he's doing that aren't great.
No, what he needs a mid-budget movie.
A mid-budget movie where he's probably dying of an illness, but he's like trying to make the best of it.
Yeah,
and he's just surviving.
But he kills it because I believe he can do it. I believe he's a good actor.
I think he's amazing, but he doesn't really like do it. Like, I think he's great as Spider-Man, but it's weird that me and you were looking at him like, you have it in you.
He needs an A24 fucking flick. He needs a good time. Like, he needs The Lighthouse.
I just want to see him in something weird, but also, like, not weird that the ones that he was doing that were all getting, like, 1 stars. Like, I want to do something weird, but make it good.
Yeah. I feel he needs a good co-star as well.
Zendaya!
You can't have Zendaya every time. Can't have Zendaya every time.
He's kind of relying on her.
Yeah, we've got to broaden this. Give him Saoirse Ronan. She'd look after him.
Saoirse brings some out with him. I'm telling you now. Saoirse get him an Oscar nominee.
They'd be great friends. She'd take him to Ireland for Christmas. Oh, it'd be lovely.
They do great on the talk shows. It'd be great.
She'd try and pronounce his name. He'd try and pronounce hers.
Tomb. What's Tomb?
Tomb Holland. Tomas Holland.
I think Uncharted 2. What an idea. It's fine. I
mean, is like the 200 million that costs to make, that could be spent on.
You could make 4 $50 million movies and make them good.
You could feed a bunch of hungry children as well.
From now on, whenever I give you movie news, it should be use the money to fund this project or feed people.
I've said this before on the show. I fully believe we should just stop making movies for a year, fix all of our problems, and then get back to it.
Well, everyone just stop, and we'll sort this out, and then we get back to it next year.
Yeah. How many movies came out in 2023, do you think?
Well, like, what's the level? Like, student movies?
Theatrical releases, say.
157.
Okay. There's no way to count all of this. But, like, if we took the top 10, you've got, that's 11, 14, 17, we're up to 20, 22, 24... we've got 25 billion I'm working with here. No, wait, sorry, 4 billion. Out of the top 10.
A lot less.
It's a lot less. I could do a lot with 4 billion. I can't tell you where I spent it, but I could do a lot.
I'd say it's still enough. You know what I mean? I think we could get some work done.
How much money to fix every
world
problem?
Every problem.
How
can it possibly give you a number?
I don't know. The first page I opened was a Time magazine cover of Elon Musk.
How much would it cost to kill him?
Jez, I do it for free. Yeah, no, there's no...
You'd have to do it with the truck, though.
Of course.
A little bit of, like, arse to the whole thing.
I'm not even hitting him with it. Because I don't... No. I decapitate him with the boot.
Yeah. Just like, you did the safety precautions on this, lad. Let's just see if it works.
Yeah. Put your money where your mouth is.
Did you ever see that video of like the CEO with the bulletproof vest getting shot because he trusted the bulletproof vest so much?
Yeah, man died.
We're going to move on, Shaun, to our next piece of news, and this is your favourite topic. Dwayne Johnson trying to make it big again.
He's trying to do a Tom Holland on it.
He's trying to do a Tommy Holland. So we have a new career update from Dwayne Johnson, in that he's as close as he's ever been to joining the Marvel Cinematic Universe, because the DC have told him that no Black Adam. They're not doing any more of that. The reboot is after killing Black Adam. Dwayne Johnson has just signed a first look deal with Marvel's parent company, Disney, so he's recently signed a new contract with them. Now, it also could be because of Moana. He's doing that live action Moana thing.
Yeah.
But it does mean that he's technically working with Disney for the next little while. And they could bring him into the MCU, because I think Dwayne is going to push hard for that.
I think he's going to try really, really hard. Look, I think it would be not a weak move. It would be an easy move to cast him, because he does look like he looks like every comic book character ever. You know, like I don't think, but I wouldn't give him any say in how the things are run.
No, I think you should give him Kevin Feige's job,
full creative
and just
control.
See what happens.
And is this so? He gets first.
It's
options?
kind of, to be honest with you, he was already kind of working with them, because he was on Jungle Cruise a few years ago as well.
True, yeah.
But I think this is just a new contract that his production, the 7 Books production company, they get first dibs with Disney, and Disney work with them, and they basically work together to produce movies in which Dwayne Johnson will star in them. Now, the thing with that is, once he's kind of in, I know if the DC thing didn't work, he's also wanted to play Luke Cage, because his 2 things were Black Adam and Luke Cage.
Yeah.
Right? And he's been going at them.
I think... I don't know if I like him for Luke Cage. I think he's too old to be Luke Cage, to be honest.
Ageist. But also,
Fair.
I think the ship is passed.
Yeah. I think... Now, like, you know, Attitude Era WWE Rock... Oh my God, he could be Luke Cage.
He's killing Black. No, he's killing. Black Adam would do well like that as well. But
True.
Mostly Luke Cage.
I think you could do Hyperion.
He could be Hyperion,
who is like Superman but a little bit evil. He's a bit Black Adam-y, I'll be honest.
The exact same character as Black Adam.
Black Adam, yeah.
Why don't you just do it again?
Let's do it again, Dwayne.
It's fine. And you can get in, and like you could promote, like, we're number 1 in Singapore for this week. It's a world record ever, and just like say random stats.
What if
nobody's ever going to check?
Yeah, just commit fraud. That's absolutely fine. So, the Scorpion King himself. What if we put him back in Egypt? He's Apocalypse now. Not Apocalypse Now, sorry, that's another film. But he's...
That's not saying Egypt either.
No. He's the character Apocalypse.
You're saying he's taken over from Oscar Isaac as Apocalypse?
He's taller.
True. He would be a better Apocalypse, I think.
I think so. I don't... And then he's like... And also, Apocalypse you can just deal with and then cast him away for ages. He doesn't have to be a recurring villain.
You know what? I don't think Dwayne would do that. I think Dwayne's locking in for like 7 movies. He's getting that consistent movie trade going.
No, because well, he's got the A24 movie going at the minute. He's got he's back in WWE.
Yes.
So like he's got that weekly, bi-weekly, however often he wants to show up, I guess.
No, he's gone for the next like
he's
8
on the
months.
board.
He's on the board.
But I think you could weirdly, I think you could trick him and you could like sell it to him as like, oh, and you can explore other projects outside of this.
Can I just say so, by the way?
Yeah.
If I had told you this news 7 years ago, imagine how fucking big this news would have been.
Yeah, no, this would be huge.
2016, 2017, if I'm like, Rock's joining the MCU.
Yeah. We would have said, oh, that's Kang, probably.
Yeah, it could have been Brian. He's going to push for a Kang, you know right away.
Oh, 100%.
He's
a variant, he's just out there.
Guys, I could be Kang. It's ringing Kevin.
So you got
Feige
this Kang guy.
Because James Gunn, he's been ringing James Gunn, I assume, every day for like 7 months. And James Gunn is fine, like, dude, come on, man.
It's not happening.
It's not happening. And he's like, fine, I'll ring Kevin Feige every day. It's great. We'll get that done.
Who else can he be? I'm just thinking of big characters. Like I don't want him to be Colossus. I don't think he has.
I was just about to say Colossus. Yeah.
Oh my god. He's the Juggernaut.
Bitch. He could be the Juggernaut, bitch.
No big muscle suit this time.
No, you just have him.
Yeah. I think that's pretty good.
You know what? He could be the Juggernaut.
You know, Juggernaut. If he gets it, he's definitely hitting a people's elbow in any fight scene, right?
He really just needs to be in the next Deadpool Wolverine movie.
I think so. Yeah, he just shows up for a bit.
I think he needs to be Juggernaut in those movies.
I mean, they do have a Juggernaut in the Deadpool.
Oh, they
universe.
do, yeah. He'll be Apocalypse then. He's going to have to be somebody. They also have a Colossus in that. In those movies.
Yeah,
as well.
they're both really good portrayals of them.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Just we need to lock him into some, but I think maybe the X-Men universe would sue him. He might not like that. He doesn't like it. He wouldn't probably like the team environment.
What if you bully him? And
yeah, let's bully The Rock. Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
What if he's okay? I'm just going to get a list of characters here. What if he's the Blob, and we just put him in a big fat suit, and all of his steroids?
He has so in his contract that he can't lose.
Okay. What if he's Wolverine?
Hugh Jackman's getting a bit old. Let's get rocking.
You got a Black Panther? Should you give him Black Panther?
I think what's the most offensive casting you could do for him that Rock would definitely do? Iron Man. I think he'd be great.
He'd be a great Iron Man. That's true. You could cast Silver Surfer. I don't mind his voice for Silver Surfer.
True. Yeah.
I think that could work quite well, in fact.
We do be shitting on The Rock just because we like to have a laugh. Only because that contract came out where he couldn't lose in those Fast and Furious.
Yeah, he had to be punched the exact same amount of times.
And also the whole thing with Black Adam is so... It got funnier as it went on.
It was just kind of sad by the end.
Yeah, it was just kind of, dude, come on, man. Like, you're The Rock. You're fine.
Yeah, and then, like, there's... umpteen, like he could be in a Thor movie and he's like Ares or some shit like that. Like,
I think he should replace Kevin Feige. I think he should be head of the studio. Kevin wants to leave. I think he's done.
He's what if he's the body for Galactus and then the other guy is the voice?
He's just a body for Galactus.
Could be body for Galactus.
No way.
What if he's Doom? What if he's Doctor Doom?
Oh my god, he's going to be Doctor Doom.
He absolutely wants to be Doctor Doom.
Dr. Doom is bigger than the Thing. He's gigantic.
That would be fascinating. He'd do the same pose on the throne and everything. Like,
yeah, it'd be so good. No, I think he should be Dr. Doom. That would cause the most
outcry would be, oh, we finally found our Dr. Doom. It's Dwayne Johnson.
He signed in for 15 movies.
He's never going away.
And there was also news this week, by the way, Shaun Levy came out, director of Deadpool Wolverine, and he has been obviously doing all of the rounds for the press and everything. That movie apparently is meant to make like $7 trillion when it comes out. Lots of people are going to go see it. Very, very popular. But he was asked that he basically said he wants to do a Deadpool Spider-Man movie, or a Deadpool Spider-Man, like a Tom Holland movie.
Right. Those tones are very different.
Deadpool and Spider-Man is a good combo normally.
Yeah, it works quite well in the comics. Like
it does work really well, because I suppose Deadpool works with Wolverine because like he can be the jokester and Wolverine's always so serious, and then you have him with Spider-Man, and Spider-Man's like 15 and he's like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro? You're a psychopath.
Yeah, and like Spider-Man is the jokester as well, but he's also like, he has this big sense of duty and like responsibility, whereas Deadpool has none of that.
Deadpool is like his older stoner brother who's like, you don't need to save people, man, it's fine.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's a good take on it, that they're brothers who love each other but don't get along all that often.
Yeah, like one of them's like kind of a waster, like he doesn't really do much, and the other one's like trying real hard to go to space college.
But isn't Deadpool not trying? Like, that's the Colossus relationship he has in his own movies.
But Colossus has the kind of I'm better than you vibe, whereas I always see Spider-Man's relationship with him as like, he kind of looks up to him because he's like older, but he also is like, you are like not cool.
It would
like,
be
I don't
funny,
want to be
like after, like no one remembers Peter Parker, but Deadpool comes in, and because he knows the fourth wall, he becomes Peter Parker's best friend because he knows him. But Peter Parker's like, oh, this guy's fucking awful, but I really like someone knowing my name.
Nobody else knows who I am.
So he's just hanging out with him just so that someone remembers him.
I think that in terms of Tom Holland, I mean, I would be amazed, but I also think the Deadpool thing is actually very similar to the Airplane and all those movies we were talking about, is that I think people will just come back to be in one of those movies. I wouldn't actually rule it out that Tom Holland isn't in Deadpool Wolverine at the moment, just as like fucking for like 10 seconds.
Yeah, could be. Could absolutely happen. Like that in the trailer, there's that shot of them jumping through a portal. I could see them ending up in Spider-Man's apartment. For like 5,
so like you just come in for a day. Do you remember like the Brad Pitt thing in Deadpool 2?
Yeah.
He was literally there for half an hour and then they just went for lunch.
Yeah, they were like, oh, you want to be in it? And he's like, yeah. And he just showed up with a coffee.
I think Deadpool is going to be it's really good at that. I'm pretty sure Ben Affleck is going to be back. Jennifer Garner's probably going to be there. There's going to be lots of people that are just coming back for a day or two, shoot their seeds, then fuck off.
Yeah. And there's going to be, like, it's going to be this is a test for Secret Wars, to just see how many fucking references they can cram in.
Yeah. Also, if you were one of the producers of Sony or Marvel, you definitely want to get those connections together. Like, you want to get like Deadpool,
100%.
Wolverine, Spider-Man movie is going to make a lot of money.
Yeah, and like that second TV spot where like it's been long enough that you can reveal that Spider-Man's in the movie. Oh my god, that's going to be insane.
Yeah. Okay, I think that we can leave the movie news there, so Shaun, and it's time for our weird news jingle. It surprises me every single time.
No, it doesn't play for us, Conor. I put that in post.
I was pretending.
Oh, fuck. Well, there's no way to edit this out. I'm sorry.
So this is weird news. What do we do here, Shaun?
You have spent the week gathering all of the weirdest news stories from around the world. You're about to read them all out to me, a man who has been too busy listening to jingles on loop to look at any weird news.
What's your favourite jingle?
Oh, it's got to be the Angelus. Conor knows what it is.
In Ireland, that'll get you far.
Oh yeah, best minute of the day.
Do you want to explain the Angelus to anyone who doesn't live here?
So at 6 p.m. every evening, the TV on their national broadcaster cuts to the sound of bells ringing for 60 seconds.
And it's always people like looking up into the distance.
Yeah, they look pensively into the horizon.
There's like somebody scrubbing the dishes and then they look out the window and then there's always like some little girl doing like hopscotch and then she stops and looks up and it's very... If you replace the sound of the bells with like the sound of an alien invasion, I actually think
harrowing.
They would work really well together because like it's always just people stopping and looking up into the sky.
Yeah, and so and that just goes on, and you're meant to think about God and stuff like that. But that means that our main news broadcast takes place. It's called the 6-1 News because it takes place at 1 minute past 6 because of the Angelus.
Because of all the aliens.
So because of all the aliens, of course. What if that ended up on the news? They won't talk about it. This is the news that the real news is too afraid to talk about, ladies and gentlemen. It's weird news time. Fucking stole it from under him.
I don't know what to say anymore. So we're going to start off weird news this week, Shaun, with
what kind of news?
A psychic medium claims her nights out get ruined by spirits forcing her to drown her drinks.
I have this as well.
Alcoholism.
No, it's the spirits, Conor.
The drink demon. I think that's how many of my cousins died.
Yeah, no, the demon will get you.
The demon drink. A psychic medium has claimed that her nights out are being ruined by spirits, but not the ones that you buy at a bar. Ha ha ha.
Okay, it's an easy joke.
Zara. No, not Zara. Zera. Zerah.
Zera.
Zara Fleming claims that when she's out and about, the voices of the dead speak and implore her to go bar hopping so she can deliver as many messages as possible from beyond the grave.
How does she deliver the messages by bar hopping? Like to people?
I suppose to people, yeah.
Oh, you meet people on a night out kind of
She
thing?
says she keeps having to make excuses to her friends as to why they keep having to switch locations, and said she tells pals she just changed her mind. However...
Oh, you're just shit crack on a night out.
She claims that instead the spirits are making her down her drink and leave so she can go and see their loved ones to pass along messages like a kind of supernatural postman.
And has she successfully passed on any messages to
I
anyone?
assume she must have at this point. If you're wondering how she knows she's a psychic medium, Shaun, I know you were thinking that. She said her weird gifts woke up about 5 years ago, and she has since learned to find the off switch for talkative ghosts who seemingly want her to drink up and get to the next bar.
What age is this lady?
She's 30 years old.
30 years old, so 25 this hit.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a weird time for ghosts to... So wait, she can turn it off and she stops listening to the ghost, but when she has a drink, she can't turn it off anymore.
Yeah, she can't turn it off. Then the ghosts are talking to her, telling her, go talk to my uncle, go talk to my cousin. My son's in a bar down the road.
I know this is a comedy show. That is alcoholism. It's like when one drink happens and you just have to keep drinking. That is what that is, right? Just
you sitting her down, putting your hand on her shoulder, like seriously, right?
No.
That to me sounds like alcoholism. I don't know how to sugarcoat that.
Yeah, no, it's not your fault, but it's not good.
Yeah,
you know.
So what? So the thing is, right? So she tells her friends that she wants to get to the next bar, right? She wants to go here because she has the compulsion to go there. Once she gets there, she realises why when she bumps into someone that she had something to tell. So a ghost had told her to move to the next bar.
Yeah, I've lied to strangers on a night out.
Yeah, let's hang out tomorrow, man. Yeah, you're a legend.
Yeah. No, I'd love to join the band. Yeah.
Yeah, I play all the instruments.
I've joined 2 bands.
Have you?
Never practiced.
Never played. And did you have like a specific role, or was it just kind of all rounder?
In one I was to be the singer, and in another one I was to play guitar.
Yeah.
But not never came of it.
Just do you think
there's 2 men in my phone, and it's like their name and the word band after
fuck
it.
off. That is so good. One of them was like really famous.
It was Billy Joe Armstrong.
Billy Joe Armstrong's like, John, do you want to join the band? Yeah. No worries
come
about
on,
that.
Billy. Yeah, fine.
Next day you're like, who the fuck is Billy Band in my phone?
Probably no one. Delete the number.
She revealed that her dad and mum, who passed away, also had psychic gifts, and said that she first heard the call from beyond the grave 2 weeks after her father passed away. Apparently he told her to lock the door to stop someone getting into the house.
Was there someone trying to get in?
No. It also,
Okay.
she also says that he helped her avoid a car accident by telling her to brake once.
Surely that's your brain telling you. That's you processing the information that's ahead of you.
If you were driving towards a wall, I mean, I don't normally think it's a dead relative saying to me, you should probably hit that brake. Just FYI, if you don't hit that, you will probably hit that wall.
And the like, I'm sure it could have been that. Oh, you mightn't have been as focused as you should have been, given that your father had just died, and then you came back into focus before you hit the wall. I'd argue that's muscle memory and the practice of driving that you've had.
Also, have the thing of locking the door at night. I think all of us can agree that you have that moment where you're like, I definitely didn't lock that door. Did I lock that door? I don't know if I locked that door.
Oh, Connor, are you describing me 6 times a night?
Yeah, you're the one that I'm thinking of, yes.
100%.
How many times last night did you check the door?
3. I was upstairs after the second one and I had to go back down.
Had to go back down. You have to triple check.
Yeah, and then when I'm doing that, I have to check the oven as well.
Just to
I hadn't cooked anything that day, but I just had to check it.
Yeah, well, obviously. You're not like an idiot.
What if it had turned on without my noticing?
What if it's you would do really well at like a killer like robot house. I think you'd be constantly like shutting things off before it even got going.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that robot's not getting me. This could be a killer robot house, I don't know.
It's absolutely not.
Nah, it could be.
So she basically, Shaun, my question to you is, how do you deal? So if this is your friend, she's going bar to bar, right? She clearly just has a love for the drink, right?
Yeah.
Now, look, as 2 Irish lads, we were allowed to say that. You're not, but we are. But so
don't stereotype us.
Has a love for the pubs, right?
Yeah. Delicious pints.
A delicious feed of Guinness, as we call it, right?
A feed of pints.
A feed of pints, right? How many is a feed, by the way?
6.
See, I was thinking 6. 6 is a feed.
6 is a feed, 4 is a few, 2 is 1.
7 is way too many. You've had to. I'm going home now, lads.
7's my line of like, oh, okay, things I'm about to.
I'm hitting the limit here. By 7 Guinnesses, I am full.
Oh, I'm full, but I'm not finished.
I'm happy. I might switch to shorts.
Yeah, maybe I'll do a half.
So I mean, if you're the friend, right? She's going bar to bar. You're already settled in. You already took off your coat. You're already going again. She's down another drink.
It's a Wednesday. I have work tomorrow.
You have to start questioning the intuition after 3 or 4 pubs. Because if she's down in drinks that quick, then at a certain point you're like, maybe you're not hearing nothing. I just want to settle in. They have live music here.
Yeah, ultimately I stop hanging out with that friend because like I'm having a terrible time. I don't like bar hop. I like a few pints, stay there if it's cosy. We might go to a second location.
Yeah,
but again, I'm having a few there.
I don't trust a second location. That's just me. Not? If we get a good first location, settle in.
We've been to a second location.
True, but that was early in the day. But normally the second location comes at like 8 or 9 o'clock at night. And like it's already full. You walk in. I feel like people have already settled in. They've already in the groove.
Some people, that's their first location.
We're turning up the training late. You know what I mean? We're already walking in.
It's a bad look, you know.
It's bad look.
You're letting the site down.
Everyone's looking at you like we got here about 7 when you arrived at the first bar. Now you look fucking weird.
It's true.
The only way it works is if you do swapsies and then you send them to the bar that you just came from. There's a lovely
guys,
seat.
you're not going to. That was a lovely spot back there.
4 chairs right beside each other.
Yeah, see, it'll still be warm and everything. Oh, if I have a chair, I'm
not moving.
I'm not giving that up. Oh, I love it. I love a sit.
The majority of people that know me have been super supportive. My business started through word of mouth from reading friends. I feel really privileged that I have this gift and it can be used to help people. So there you go. If someone comes up to you at a bar and passes along a message from a late relative before downing her drink, you should take heed.
I think you've actively done more harm there.
If you turned up at a bar and someone walked up to you and went, "Your dead fucking uncle, he says you're a prick." Anyway, and then there's downs their pint and walks off.
Yeah, you're left with more confusion than anything. But also, I don't think she's even going up and being like that confident into like your dead uncle. It's like, did did someone in your family die recently?
Yeah.
And then they're like, I mean, yeah, like a year ago, maybe. Well, she loves you very much.
Yeah, it was a he. Well, did I say she? I meant
they.
They just say they, because that can cover.
That's it. Yeah, just covers everything.
Covers all bases. Like you don't want to call yourself out.
And then down your double vodka Red Bull. Off you go.
By the fourth or fifth reading, you are not.
You're not a good representative for the spirit world.
I was about to say you can't be 100%, but you're definitely not 100% when you're sober. So because it's wrong. Like it's you're just lying. But
you're just lying to people.
By the time you get to the fourth or fifth, you gotta have like somehow. I always think what's the word I'm looking for here? There's a bit of smoothness to the whole charade that I feel is lost as you get drunker.
Yes, because the whole idea of the reading being successful is that you have the confidence that to make people believe that you're actually. You
just got a yes and anything.
Yeah, but have you ever talked to a drunk person? Because it's the worst.
Yes, I have.
It's like you're getting nowhere. There's no conversation happening.
It's like trying to talk to a roundabout. Like it's absolutely useless.
Yeah, really? Yeah. Just a lot of agreeing.
My favourite is that like the ones that are super nice when they're drunk, but like and they're asking you loads of questions, right? But they just like I know if they're sober they don't give a shit, and so when they're drunk I'm like I still know you don't give a shit, but I appreciate that you're nice.
That's me in a taxi every time.
Working
late tonight.
I always get that. They're like, so how's your podcast? How's that going now?
Great one.
How is that going? And I'm like, yeah, we talk about like movies, and I know this person has like couldn't give two fucks like about it, or if they did, they definitely don't like the stuff that we those fucking weirdos.
No, they like actual movies.
They like good things, right?
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I like the Batman. They're like, yeah, the Batman. Oh yeah, that's the end of it.
Pattinson's come a long way.
And did you like Christopher Nolan? Did you like Bale? I love that one now. I'd be a fan of that one myself.
There's the Joker, man. Oh, I was anytime someone asks me about my job, that's when I'm like, oh, okay, we've run out of things to talk about here.
You clearly do not care, and I don't want to talk to you about this.
I want none of this. What's going on? We can just sit in silence. That's okay.
I'm comfortable with that.
Yeah. My own thoughts are class.
No, they're not.
Nah, they're great. I've never been bored in my life.
You're definitely probably going to die now soon.
Yeah. Anyway, your granddad hates you.
That wasn't even a spirit. That was you.
Granddad's at the bar. He told me.
She could turn up and be like, your granddad fucking loves you. You'd be like, that's a fucking lie. Tell you that for a fact.
I knew the man.
He just talked to me himself. I was talking to him over there.
He wrote it. He wrote me a letter.
So, Shaun, we're moving on to our next piece of news, and this is a pretty good one. This is coming from New Zealand, and it's a very Florida man thing to do.
Oh.
But I have New Zealand woman could somehow end up on the world's dumbest criminal list as she calls police on herself as she does the crime because she thinks it's legal if they know you're doing the crime.
Oh, that's a weird leap in logic.
So, on Friday, May 31st, Shaun, Florida woman, Christy Turman, Florida woman, I should say, but in New Zealand.
Oh my God, she's travelled.
She's travelled. Woman Christy Turman was reportedly in the process of stealing a car from a car yard. She had broken into a car dealership with the intent to take one of the vehicles on display. But during the act, she decided to thwart her own plan when she called the police on herself. The police said it took a bizarre twist when they fielded the call, saying Turman had called, believing that if she alerted authorities to what she was doing, then it would be legal.
What, she thinks the issue is that they have to send the car out?
I think the issue is that they don't know you're doing it. But if you say to them, you call your shot.
She thinks the issue is lying.
I'm at 10 o'clock this evening, I'm stealing this car. And if it's 9:55 and they don't get there in time, that's not your fault.
Well, they had every opportunity to stop me.
You tried your best. So she told the police that she was participating in a game of black ops to steal a car and hoped telling deputies in advance would make the carjacking legal.
How do you participate in black ops? Aren't they like undercover missions?
I have to be honest with you, I think she was incredibly drunk.
Right. Well, no, couldn't be. She's black ops.
Normally people in Black Ops don't tell you that they're in a game of Black Ops.
No, normally people in Black Ops are very covert about
Very
what
secretive.
they're getting on with.
That's kind of their thing. So to double bluff, you ring, let the police know, right? You're calling your shot. Deputies arrived at the scene and observed the suspect exiting the side of the stolen Toyota Corolla. So why did she do it? Apparently, as I said, she's in a game of Black Ops to steal a car.
With who?
She's in a game the game of life, man. She's in it to win.
It's all a game in the end, isn't it, folks?
She's just trying to survive out here, and there's some sort of game that she has made up that she's not competing against anybody else, but it's important that she wins.
And the only way to win is by stealing a Toyota Corolla.
It had been apparently her sixth robbery since 2005, or sixth arrest, since 2005. A criminal history that includes petty theft and robbery. So she's done a few robberies, but now she's like thinking maybe the last one, when she did it, they were like, "You're getting arrested because we didn't know you did this." So she's like, if I let them know, they'll leave me alone.
It's a solid argument. Because then if they don't stop her, they knew it was going to happen and let her continue anyway, so it can't be an issue.
She didn't get charged with Grand Theft Auto because she never stole the car. They arrived before she got to steal the car, meaning she avoided being charged with the Grand Theft.
That's just reinforcing her opinion on what a crime is.
Now, she did get charged with trespassing because she was on the lot after it closed down, but technically she's right.
Yeah, technically didn't end up with the stealing a car charge.
So if you said to the police, "I'm going to murder somebody," and then you didn't, can they charge you with anything other than wasting police time? I think it's conspiracy to commit murder is a bit different.
Yeah, I think if you say you're going to kill someone, you're going to be brought in and investigated. Because there's a whole mindset kind of thing.
What if you said, "I'm going to commit a robbery on that shop at 3 o'clock today"?
I think you get brought in and you get wasting police time. What's that? What's it called? Contempt? Is that the one?
I thought it was just called wasting police time.
Maybe. I don't know. I've never been arrested.
I've only been arrested the 55 times, so I don't know. I've never been that one. Just murders.
One of those, it was valid. I was not wasting anyone's time.
Those people deserved it.
Yeah, I know. And I do it again.
I'm in handcuffs right now. Actually in jail as we speak. I think the audacity to rig it in, but as you said, I think they've kind of proven her point. You can't charge her, she's never committed the crime, so technically she's going to get out and do this again.
Yeah, so I think the secret is you say you're going to do something and then you actually go to the crime scene and commit a lesser crime.
I think you do a different crime would work better. So you say, "I'm going to rob the bank," and then you rob a car from across the street, then they got you on bank robbery.
No, but you got Grand Theft. But in comparison,
but everyone's looking at the bank, and while they're looking there, you rob their car.
See, then again, then you're being sneaky about it. You have to honestly think you're going to do something bad and then do something not as bad.
Right.
And then say you're sorry.
Sean, we're going to move on to our next piece of weird news. And this was really strange because a hiker last week found a pipe feeding China's tallest waterfall.
Wait, sorry, what?
Yes. So a controversy over a waterfall has cascaded into a social media storm in China, even prompting an explanation for the water body itself. So a hiker posted a video showing the flow of water from Yuntai Mountain Waterfall, billed as China's tallest uninterrupted waterfall, was coming from a pipe built high into the rock face.
I mean, technically it's still a waterfall. It's just not a natural waterfall.
It does say uninterrupted waterfall, though.
It's not interrupted when it's falling. This is how they justified it in the boardroom when they were putting the pipe in.
They're just like trying to really work it around it. Operators of the tourism park, that they said, so when they all got questioned about it, the Yun Thai tourism park that has been set up to go see this fucking waterfall had to then make a statement, and they said, look, we made a small enhancement during the dry season so that visitors would feel that their trip had been worthwhile.
Bold of you to charge for nature.
Well, look, that's another thing, Sean. You know what I mean?
I was going to say, like...
But technically, they're not charging for nature if they've already done it.
That's true, but I'd wager they were charging before.
True.
You're not charging for pipe.
So they're...
Stop it. Connor, it's a family show.
It's a public area, Sean.
You can't charge for pipe.
Stop saying that.
What am I saying?
Look, all I'm saying is we should charge for pipe.
Because then we can tax it, is all I'm saying.
What? You can't charge me for succulent pipe. I love the word succulent in that video. That's so funny.
Succulent
Chinese meal. You can't arrest me. So it has received more than 14 million views. And caused a massive uproar that local government officials were actually sent to the park to investigate. And nothing has happened, but it's really funny that, like, how there's that moment where somebody finds it, but also there's a moment beforehand where they build this, right? And they're still charging people to come see the fucking nature waterfall, but they're putting the pipe in, and then they're like, do you think that's noticeable? And some other lad is like, nah, you'd have to be really looking for it.
Yeah, you need to be right in the waterfall to actually see.
Nobody can even get this high, lad.
Look, we're up here and we work here. Like.
So the park later posted on behalf of the waterfall.
Sorry?
The park posted on behalf of the waterfall.
Normal sentence. Continue.
I mean, you don't need to. You could just post on behalf of the park.
You know, as you're the people that did it.
Like, the waterfall is in the park, but you don't need to talk for the waterfall. It's not a living thing.
You can just say, we put a pipe in the waterfall.
Yeah, sorry about that. We put a succulent lame pipe in the waterfall. The park later posted on behalf of the waterfall saying, I didn't expect to meet everyone this way. Wait.
Oh, they're actually personifying the waterfall.
They've made an Instagram or page for the pipe.
It's like a dog Instagram, but they're talking as a waterfall.
They've doubled down, making the pipe a character.
Holy shit.
As a seasonal scenery, I can't guarantee that I will be in my most beautiful form every time you come to see me, it says.
Right. But that's the risk you take with natural, beautiful... Nothing is special because it's the same all the time.
I made a small enhancement during the dry season only so I would look my best to meet my friends. Once again, posting as the waterfall.
Yeah, speaking as the waterfall here. This is mad, right?
Yes.
I'm just looking here because I think I have an example of a situation where sometimes things are just shit. You know Newgrange?
Yes.
In Ireland. Passage Tomb, every year on the winter solstice, lights up with the light of the sun. It illuminates the whole chamber. That doesn't happen year round. It only happens like one day a year.
It happens on the 21st of December.
Yeah. And people, there's a lottery. And I think you have to apply for it. You're not just in it from birth.
But it's even more interesting, though. I think that makes it better because they literally built it. The people who built that, it's like fucking how many years old? Like centuries and centuries old.
Yeah, I think it's like 3000 BC or something. So like that. I don't know that for a fact.
They built it so that there's literally like one day where the sun comes in at the right angle.
Yeah.
that
Because
lights
it's like,
the place
and it
up.
marks the end of winter.
Yeah.
And like things are going to get better.
That's fucking
3,200 BC. Holy shit. Okay.
It's a long time ago, man.
It's ages old.
Take it last week. It's older than that.
But it would be like going up to Newgrange and shining a big floodlight on the whole thing. Just because, we want people to have a good experience. No, sometimes, even on the 21st, sometimes it's cloudy.
Yeah.
And you just have to deal with that.
That's just the way it is. It makes it more special when it happens.
Yeah. So stop putting pipes in your waterfalls.
I think every one of the natural things that we like go to see, like the Grand Canyon, there's definitely diggers down there just fucking digging the thing out.
Making it deeper every time.
Making it deeper every time.
I'm throwing cement on top of Mount Everest.
Some lad just shoveling cement. It's like, this is going to really fuck up those next climbers.
Fuck, sorry. The finale of a Newgrange tour results in every visitor standing inside the tomb, where the tour guide turns off the lights, then turns on one simulating the sunlight that would appear on. What are we doing?
What are you doing?
You've fucked it, lads.
Yeah, you've wasted it.
It was good for so long.
Here's the thing, right? You should get your lottery tickets, and there should only be one fucking good group a year, and they go on the 21st, and everybody else gets fucked. But that's the way it is.
So I'm sorry, I don't make the rules, except we're making these rules.
Just don't be cheap. Don't go on July 7th. Go fucking December 21st.
Don't go to Newgrange in the off season.
Because you disappoint your children. That's not our fault. It's only one day a year.
Fuck your school tours and learning about history. Alright?
Show them a picture. That's where I learned. I know what a picture is.
If they ate their carrots, they could see in the dark. I tell you that much, huh?
The worst teachers.
I'm like hitting the kids. Like,
so, Shaun, we're going to finish weird news this week with wanted Florida man caught after phone rings while hiding in ceiling.
Oh, it's like something from a horror movie, isn't it?
So, a wanted Florida man was taken into custody on Saturday after his phone tipped off deputies that he was hiding from them in the ceiling of a business. The Polk County Sheriff's Office said 38-year-old Joshua Garrett was arrested and charged with resisting arrest, which is obviously a good one, and felony criminal mischief.
Hey, there it is.
According to the Sheriff's Office, deputies responded to a disturbance near US 98 North and Duff Road, a fantastic road. When deputies arrived, they were told the man causing the disturbance, later identified as Garrett, had left the business. So he was causing a ruckus, and then in the meantime he left.
Yeah, okay. So he's off premises right now.
After identifying the man as Garrett, deputies learned he was wanted for violating his probation, which he was given after being convicted of burglary, providing false information to a pawnbroker, and trafficking of stolen property.
Damn, okay, Garrett has been on this.
Deputies began searching for him in the area, and they were just like searching for hours, trying to find this fucking man. So they know he's in the area, they've shut the whole area off, and they're looking for him. And they stopped by a business where he was employed. When they arrived, deputies confirmed Garrett walked into the business but never left.
The call's coming from within the call house.
So they walk in, they check the CCTV, they figure out he's arrived but he just never fucked off.
So he's still in here somewhere.
The deputies did an initial search of the property.
Just lock the doors.
The deputies did a search, couldn't find him anywhere. They searched everywhere and they could not find him. They still believed he's in the building, but like they couldn't understand where he was.
And who had the idea then to ring him?
None of them. So
it was random?
Yeah. So they're just about to leave when somebody says, "What's that noise?" The deputies heard Garrett's phone ringing. And then when they looked up, they seen that a few of the ceiling tiles were out of place.
It's literally like a film. It's just a call at the worst moment.
As they searched, investigators spotted a hand sticking out from under the insulation. And then they said in a really weird phrase, like, thankfully, the hand was attached to a body. Garrett's.
No, it would have been worse if it was just a hand, though, let's be honest.
And then he just says, and not just some random disembodied hand, said the Sheriff's Office.
Really doubling down, just like, so we understand
what would
the
have been
joke.
Worse, a dismembered body, but we didn't find one because we found Garrett.
What was worse, we found a time bomb, actually.
And then, like, there's a moment of silence, by the way, on this Facebook post, and then there's like, it's a video, and then he just like, it like looks into the distance, and then it's just like, that would have taken this situation into a whole other direction.
I would have ended up on the real news.
He's just like, people would have given a shit, because we would have found a butchered body.
And Garrett is still in there. Garrett's choked by the disembodied hand. Like,
it's an evil hand.
It's an evil hand. It gives you 5 wishes, but
that,
every one
you know
comes
what?
with a curse.
That's how you start the horror movie about the evil hand.
Yeah.
You have the guy running away from the police. He's hiding in the fucking attic, and then he's like, "Oh shit, is that a hand?" And
Taken
then
into the evidence locker.
hand starts choking him to death. No, in the attic. He's still hiding from the police. The hand starts choking him to death. Phone starts ringing. They get up there. Dead body at a hand.
What happened? Who knows?
Who knows?
We'll never know.
Huh? I'm just saying, we could print money.
Yeah. And we'll call it the hand. We'll call it the hand.
It's got to be better than Spaceballs 2.
Oh, it's anything better. Uncharted 2 will be better than Spaceballs 2.
We could make that for so little money. You just need a hand.
Yeah, I'll give you a hand.
You just have...
As in, I'll help. I don't have a hand to offer.
No, you don't have a... I'm not going to fucking act it.
I don't have a disembodied hand. That'd be weird if I had a disembodied hand, right?
Garrett was ultimately removed from the ceiling and transported to the Polk County Jail for his warrant. He caused nearly $1,000 worth of damage to his employer's ceiling, and he's been charged with criminal mischief and resisting arrest.
Love a criminal mischief charge.
How raging would you be if you're up there, you're like, they're going to leave.
Yeah.
I'm away with
I've
it.
gotten away with it.
Whoever rang him, I mean, he's never talking to you ever again.
Oh, you're getting blocked, surely.
Yeah.
His fault for not turning it on silent, though.
Phone on silent. If you're going to start doing crimes, phone on silent. That's
phone
rule 1.
off, I would say.
Phone off. Oh, because they can't track you then.
Yeah. Like, just basic criminal shit that we all know.
How many crimes have you committed?
I've never been arrested. Can say that for a fact.
They never found the hands.
Hey, what do you mean hands plural, Connor? It was just what? Oh no!
Oh wait, but so I think that's it for this week's Weird News, Sean.
What a week! Would you like me to take us out, Connor?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Thank you everyone for listening to this episode of the Heroes for Hire podcast. We will be back on Friday with Hero or Zero, and then next Monday with another episode of the show. Big thank you to everyone over on Patreon. That's patreon.com/Heroes for Hire podcast. Link to that is in the description. And shout outs go to Róisín and Baby Ben Palmer, Joe Burney, Ryan Komatsu, Dozer, Enthusiast Evanson, Waffles Loves You and hopes you have a good day, David Clarke, Shaun Chuck in the Wash and It'll Be Grand Jamieson, Dominic, Anna looks forward to the next Irish animal story, Hjelmroos, Danny McLaughlin, Lordsmish, Michelle Browne, Michaela Doughty, Frost, Pollen can go fuck itself, Ed Ball, Conor and Lorraine are certain you could kill someone with a compass, just aim for the carotid artery. Russ, in the spirit of the pod, I think it would be a win if Jack Markham added Asylum to his surname-Parfitt. Jackson Brueheim has released a new episode of Can Columbo Crack the Case. Liz had a few too many on St. Paddy's Day and tips, so he subscribed to the Patreon. Ciara Lawler, Judge Lahey, The Amazing World of Keza, Mikey, Chair's #1 fan, Chair, Kyle Borowski, Rory, Sean subbed to the Patreon after 10 me Pites, Peter, Bobeater, Banana Fan of Fofeater, Fee-Fi Foameter, Peter, and Jack Markham. Thank you all for your support. I really appreciate it. If you want to join the show, head on over to patreon.com/Heroes for Hire podcast. There is also our merch store, heroesforhire.ie/shop. Twitter is @HeroesForHirePod, the 4 is the number 4. Facebook is Detective Divilment's discussion group. Instagram is Heroes for Hire podcast. And the best way to ever help out the show is to tell one human being that we exist.
Just the one, please.
And I think that's about it, Connor.
I think so. So I've been Conor Lawler.
I've been Sean Leon.
And we shall see you all next week, guys.
Bye.
Bye.